Good morning, Room 15. This is Mrs. Lopez. Today is Monday, May 4th, 2020. We are in May. Yes, it is here. It's crazy. I know. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful weather we had and we are having. We're going to go ahead and get started with Miss Holly is Too Jolly, Chapter 3. Santa Klutz is coming to town. Line up in ABC order, said Miss Daisy, after we finished pledging the allegiance the next morning. We're having an assembly. Yay, said the girls. Boo, said the boys. Assemblies are when the whole school goes to the all-purpose room, and we have to listen to somebody talk for 1,100,000 hours. The last time we had an assembly, some children's book author told us about his books. What a bore. The reading specialist, Mr. Mackey, is always trying to get us to read. I hate reading. But this assembly looked like it was going to be different. The all-purpose room was decorated with big candy canes, snowmen, and fake snow. Jingle Bells was playing on the loudspeaker. After we sat down, the most amazing thing in the history of the world happened. Something started coming down from the ceiling above the stage. Can you guys take a guess at what was coming down from the ceiling above the stage? I think I know. At first, we couldn't tell what it was. Then we saw it. It was a sleigh. As it got lower, we could see Santa Claus sitting in the sleigh. Some kids were pulling long ropes that lowered the sleigh down until it reached the stage. Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa Claus! Everybody shouted. I'm not Santa Claus, the guy said. He took off his hat so we could see his shiny bald head. I'm Santa Klutz. It was Mr. Klutz, the principal. Everyone started hooting and hollering. Miss Daisy shushed us. Mr. Klutz waited until everybody was quiet. He picked up a microphone so we could hear him better. I always get sentimental around the holidays, Mr. Klutz said. Get it? Sentimental? Ha 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 ha. We all laughed, even though we didn't think Mr. Klutz said anything funny. When the principal makes a joke, you should always laugh. That's the first rule of being a kid. If you don't laugh at the principal's jokes, he'll get mad at you and lock you in the dungeon in the basement. But seriously, Mr. Klutz said, what do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? What? We all yelled. Frostbite, he said. Get it? Frostbite. Ha 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 ha. Mr. Klutz is always cracking jokes. He thinks he's a real comedian, but his jokes are terrible. It should be against the law for principals to tell jokes. Do you know why Santa's little helper was depressed? Mr. Klutz asked. Why? We all yelled. Because he had low elf esteem. Get it? Elf esteem? Ha 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 ha. Maybe if we stopped laughing at all his jokes, Mr. Klutz would stop telling them. What do you call people who are afraid of Santa? Mr. Klutz yelled. What? We all yelled. Claustrophobic, he said. Get it? Claustrophobic? Ha 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 ha. It was terrible. It was like watching one of those movies that never ends. I looked over at Ryan and Michael. They rolled their eyes. What do snowmen eat for breakfast? Mr. Klutz yelled. What? We all yelled. Snowflakes, he said. Get it? Snowflakes? Ha ha. Finally, Mr. Klutz ran out of jokes. What a relief. He told us he was dressed up like Santa because he had big news. This year, elementary school would be putting on the first ever holiday pageant. That's a show all about the holidays. Our art teacher, Miss Hannah, will help paint the scenery. Our music teacher, Mr. Loring, will help with the songs. Our librarian, Mrs. Rupee, will help with the research, and the director of the pageant, Mr. Klutz announced, will be our own Miss Holly. Everybody clapped, and Miss Holly danced up to the stage with her guitar. She played Winter Wonderland, and we all joined in. I'm so excited, Miss Holly said. We're going to sing songs, perform skits, have lots of fun. It's going to be the best holiday pageant ever. It sounded horrible. We shall see. Tomorrow we'll continue reading Chapter 4, Secret Santa. You guys know what Secret Santa is? Have you done that before? Me too. It's a lot of fun. All right, see you tomorrow. Have a good day.